Hello, welcome Solex Nation. I've been waiting a long time to be able to say that. This is exciting. We excuse Shelby. She's not able to, actually she lost her voice, so she's not here. She would move her lips, but you wouldn't hear anything. So I get to do this, and we're gonna run through some announcements before we get into the call today. Just so you know, one of the things that's going on, we have a lot of enthusiasm online about Dave Discovery. A lot of people are very interested in making sure that they got everything lined up correctly. With the Dave Discovery, there are a few people who had extra tickets or are selling their tickets to others. If you are transferring your Dave Discovery ticket, we need you to send an email, so it's in writing, who you are moving your ticket to, the name and account number of the person that's going to be receiving or buying the ticket from you. If we have that in writing, then we can make the adjustment on the account and have our records match that so that when it comes to registration at the event, we're all set and nobody is confused. We got everything lined up. So if you're moving your ticket, just giving it away, selling it to someone, make sure you send to support@solexllc.com that request that you have changed the ticket, right? Ticket change, and so in writing, give us the name and the account number of the person you move the ticket to. All right, we're into August, and a few things are going on in August. We have our incentive. If you bring on a new person, a new preferred customer or new QLA with the bundle and the subscription, that person is gonna get one of our favorite products, Blue. The methylene blue product. And so that is absolutely free. It's worth about up to $62.50. That is a great product. Many of you love it. Many of you have just a passion around the benefits of getting methylene blue into the body and the system with the redox function that it has. But that is here and available for us right now in August. Another thing that actually just goes live right now. Are you paying attention? If you wanted something for free, now's the time to get it. Buy 2 of anything, and we will send you a third of that thing for free from now until the end of the month. And so, great opportunity to jump in and get something for free here in the month of August, from now until the end of the month. All right, back to Dave Discovery, our legacy dinner. It is limited seating, and it is now officially closed. Our seats are full. We had to send, this is a head count dinner, and so it is officially closed. We are grateful for all those people who are able to make the registration. If you missed the registration, we look forward to the next opportunity to sit with you at dinner at one of these legacy events that we have. And so that is officially closed. We have a bunch of license plates, and so let's show you these brand new license plates that just got sent in to us. We have Danielle Pace, this is a Virginia plate with Solex 2. Don Nelson out of North Carolina with Cephii. Sharon Miller out of Michigan with Solex 23. I like that, the 23. That might be a tip to Michael Jordan, maybe not. Lourdes Aldave, AO Scan out of Florida. And then Shelby, this is Shelby's favorite, D. Hurley out of California, the I Heart Solex. Yeah, D, you know what, Shelby really was hoping to get that here in the state of Utah. We just don't have a heart for the I Heart Solex, or else she would have picked that one. They don't have it, and so great find. And thanks to everybody. Those are great plates. Those are DMV issued plates for everybody that doesn't know. And everybody who has that plate, all these people we just showed you, they will actually get a Solex silver coin. They're part of the legacy group. If they weren't already, they get another one. And so as those coins come to an end, we have the last few, when they end, they end. And so that actually closes what is the legacy group. And so we're excited about that. It's a fun thing to do, especially for the people who have license plates. I'm sure we'll come up with some other fun thing to do. But that is right now something that we're watching. We're counting the last few that we have on hand as they go out the door. So we're excited about that. All right, and last week we had our contest. We talked about D3K2, and we asked you, why did you choose Solex's D3K2, or what do you find valuable in it? And of course, we're gonna send you D3K2, and so let's get in here and mix these up and pull our first one. We have Brenda Brown. Brenda Brown, I love Solex's version of D3K2 because of its delivery system and its bioavailability. I have issues with digestion, so anything that is in liquid form, and better yet, nanotechnology, is where I get full absorption and therefore results. I love that. Those are the reasons I love this D3K2 as well. I mean, not only the special mix of how we put the amounts of ingredients together, but that you can't get past the nano, right? The nano benefits and the liposomal that Jen Hawks talked about last week. All right, here we go. Number 2, this is Mary D5Z6K. All right, Mary, let us know who you are so we can get the D3K2 to the right person. I love Solex D3K2. No capsules to digest. Nanotechnology goes right into the system. No fillers or magnesium stearate. I have noticed my health is getting better using your products. Thank you. Thank you, Mary. I love that too. There's 2 for having it in liquid form. You know, there's some products you just can't do liquid, right? But when we can, and when we can get it into nanotechnology, we need to do that. I think that really challenges the current state of technology and the status quo, for sure. All right, our last one. This is Cherie J. Hathaway. Love it. It lifted a gloomy fog within what seemed minutes. I no longer take a D supplement, and all I take is the D3K2 from Solex. It's fast acting indeed. All of those true statements, all 3 of you are going to get the D3K2 from Solex. Again, obviously you take it already. We want to give you some more. Hopefully you can share the wealth, right, with other people. We just finished our commission run this last Monday, in fact. And with every commission run, we close a commission period, the period of July, and with that, we have new rank advancements. And so let's take a look at those. That is a wonderful list. Bronze, silvers, golds, gold, and a platinum on there. Connie Houlihan, congratulations for breaking the rank. Every one of those people broke the rank that they were displayed on. What it means to break a rank, that means you had to hit the requirements for that rank for 3 months. It is no small feat to do that. Every month when I look at this list, I am impressed by what it takes to get there. And you know, those days, those nights, those minutes, those shares, those conversations, everything you're doing, we hope that it's rewarding, we hope that it's fulfilling, we hope that sharing good things to other people actually is beyond the reward of just a rank or the compensation, that it actually is enriching in relationships as well. But congratulations to every one of you, well done. And right along with ranks, let's talk about the top enrollers for the week of August 5th to 11th. And so when we look at this, we don't have a tie for second or first. And so in second place, we have Nadia Lutz. And in first place, we have Roxana Iverson. Congratulations, Roxana Iverson. You are gonna get a Solex Silver Coin. Welcome to the Legacy Club. I think it's the first time I've seen your name in the first position. That is awesome. Nadia, we've seen your name before. We wanna see it again. She's one of our top leaders. She does such a great job. But great job, both of you, this last week for bringing on and sharing with others the wonders of Solex and how good it can be. With that, let's jump into the call.
I had a really interesting beginning on getting involved in Solex. Somebody came to my house to show us the features, and I thought it was just going to be like a demonstration on everything that the scanner could do, and it was. And then I was really surprised by the question. Connie leaned in, over to my husband and said, "Do you have any pain in your body?" And he said, "Well, not normally, but this week my foot is killing me, and I don't know what's wrong with it." And she says, "Let's try something." And she pulls it up and she does a few things and she puts it down near his foot and she does what I say to this day, she did her magic. I know what she did now, but he turns to me just in a matter of minutes and he says, "This is crazy." And I said, "What?" And he goes, "My pain is gone." And I said, gone? And he's, yeah, it's 100% gone. I was like, definitely puzzled. And I had had an issue going on myself in my body. And I asked if they could maybe help me with that. And they said, well, we'll try. And so they gave me the same instructions. This time they handed it to me and just told me what to do. And they continued talking. And I just followed the instructions and I kept doing it. And I laid the tablet down. I said, well, now what? And they're like, well, do you still hurt? So I checked the area and I was like, what is going on here? And I said, I'll be honest, it's like 90%, but I will take it because I was in so much pain every time I rolled over, you know, it would wake me up. So 90%, I was like, we're great. And it was really compelling. And the next morning, my husband asked me, you know, what was that? And I said, I don't know, but I think we definitely want to learn more. And he says, can we just get it? We know it works. Can we just get it? And I was like, oh, that makes sense. So we went ahead and we purchased our scanner. And boy, little did I know where that was going to go, but we were so excited. It was so amazing what that could do. I don't know of anything else. I personally don't know of anything else that can do that. So we started telling people and we started getting people joining us. And they would go out and help people they knew. And a year later, we have a really thriving team. And I feel very blessed to be a part of the Solex family and very, very grateful for all the stories that have culminated from it. One of the things that I do, I don't know if it's unique or if it's just what I do, but part of what I want to do for the community at large of people, human race, I guess you'd say, is I want to be of service. So I choose not to charge for my services. I give one free, I guess you'd call it a pain relief session for free. And I have a protocol that I've created. I was helped by my friend to do that. We worked together on it. He was the first person to join me. And he's worked on over like 300 people. I've worked on over 100 people in a year, and we have really great success with pain relief. So we created a session checklist that we could give out and people could follow along with it. And our results are fantastic. And I ended up creating a Telegram page where we can share the testimonies. And they are profound sometimes. They really just blow your mind. We are like, is this really happening? Is this my life now? This is an amazing thing to be a part of and to be able to show people what is possible. And I often say I'm one person with one account and only 24 hours in the day. And I really encourage people to get their own account, get their own scanner software so that they can continue. Because it does way, way more, as we know, than just deal with that issue that they had when I met them. It can really handle just about really anything that they have going on in their body, anything they have going awry in their mental, their emotional bodies, and they really need this. They need to have this in their hands 24/7 and address anything that comes up for them or their family, neighbors, loved ones. Everybody needs help sometimes, and you have something in your hands that you can help them with.
Let's talk about Solfeggio frequencies. I am fascinated by Solfeggio frequencies, and I've been using them for years in my practice. Prior to coming into Solex, I only used them as sound therapy. And when I say only, they were powerful at that. I'd use them when I was dealing with a client that had anxiety, depression, even pain. You can use a specific frequency to help bring that particular emotion or body system back into balance. Everything is a frequency. Anything that resonates, it resonates on a frequency. So finding a specific frequency and what resonates on that frequency is the key to bringing everything into balance. With Solfeggio frequencies, you're dealing with a set of 9 frequencies. Most people use them as sound or sound therapy, but there's a lot of different ways you can use them. The main ways that people have been using Solfeggio frequencies is sound therapy. You also have tuning forks. There's also wind chimes and sound bowls. But now, with Solex, we have transducers that we can use. These little transducers that you can hold in your hand and put on various acupressure points of your body or around your head or around different parts of your body that might be out of balance, you can bring those specific frequencies right into your body. If you've not played with solfeggio frequencies, or if you don't have these little transducers, you need to go ahead and play with those things today. Go to your scanner and go to the Cephes tab. Head on over to AO Tune and look for solfeggio frequencies. So how do you use these? Which ones do you use? It's not that complicated, but it's not super simple either. The more you play around with it, the more you'll get a feel of it and realize you're dealing with frequency. So if you find a frequency that doesn't exactly resonate in the way that you want, just find another one. We're looking for balance here. So if you find the wrong one, you just wasted a little time. You didn't do any harm. Let's start with the first frequency on the list, which is 174 hertz. 174 hertz is mainly used for physical imbalance and some slight emotional imbalances. If you have a little bit of pain, you have maybe a slight headache, a little bit of shoulder pain or body pain, you're going to want to use 174 hertz. If you're listening to it, you just listen. If you're using the AO tuning devices, you might want to place them in the area of the pain. Also, if you're dealing with some emotional imbalances that are not severe, 174 hertz might be a great place for you to start. The next one is 285 hertz. Well, with 285 hertz, we're dealing with a little bit more complicated pain. Maybe a sprained ankle, a muscle that's strained, some part of the body that's swollen, a headache that just won't go away, or maybe some emotional imbalances that, while acute, are still a little bit more severe. 285 hertz might be the best place to go for that particular ailment. The next is 396 hertz. Now, from here on, each one of these solfeggio frequencies is associated with a chakra. You've seen chakras in your reports, many of you, and you don't know what to do to balance these chakras. Sometimes they don't come into balance. Well, solfeggio frequencies help to bring the chakras into balance. So from here on, each solfeggio frequency is associated with a chakra. So we're on 396, which is good for guilt and fear, but it's associated with the root chakra. So if that root chakra won't come into balance, 396 hertz is just right for you. This frequency balances out the root chakra, emotional imbalances that are not very extreme, and it's designed to bring about basic emotional stability. The next frequency is 417 hertz. This frequency helps with trauma. This is connected to the sacral chakra, but it also helps with creativity and passion. It also helps to release past emotional traumas. So when I'm dealing with clients that have some emotional baggage in the past, some things that they'd like to release, things that they like to let go, 417 hertz, solfeggio frequency, that's a good place to start. The next is 528 hertz. Now, this frequency helps with relaxation and sleep. This frequency is linked to the solar plexus chakra. I use this with clients very often when they can't get deep, restful sleep, when they're not able to calm down and relax, when they have what I call monkey brain, and the brain's all over the place thinking about this and that. The brain won't calm down and relax. Well, 528 hertz from the solfeggio frequency will help to bring balance to that specific situation. Another thing about 528 hertz is it's known to help with DNA repair. So when you're dealing with tissue issues or something deep in the DNA that you'd like to heal, something in your body that just won't seem to heal, bones that when broken or sprained seem to have a hard time balancing out even after weeks or months, 528 hertz in the solfeggio frequencies helps on the level of the DNA. 639 hertz. Well, this particular frequency is when we start getting much deeper into emotional imbalances. This particular frequency is associated with the heart chakra. Now, the heart chakra is the master chakra for all of our emotions. So when we're dealing with extreme emotional swings, one to the other, anxiety or depressions or the manifestation of these things, when we're dealing with emotions that just won't seem to balance and we've tried this and we've tried that, This particular solfeggio frequency will be great with helping to bring that back into balance. If you happen to have an AO-tuned transducer, go ahead and play that frequency right here on your wrist. Right in this area, you're associating this right with the heart meridian. And putting this frequency directly into the heart meridian will allow balancing on an emotional level as well. This is amazing for emotional balances, however you get this frequency in the body. Whether you listen to it, whether you bring it in via its vibration. This particular 639 hertz will allow mood swings in the pendulum of emotional imbalance to come back into balance. The next one is 741 hertz. This one is known for detoxification of the mind and the body, and this one is associated with the throat chakra. The throat chakra, communication, bringing things into harmony with one another, accepting your own truth, accepting your own reality, and having others to accept it as well. This particular frequency helps with self-expression. This helps for personal enhancement. This helps for personal growth. And because it's a detoxifier, it also helps the blood. If you're dealing with anything like a cold or a flu, any sort of virus that just won't seem to let go, or even if it just started, you might want to try 741 hertz. This is the detoxifier of the solfeggio frequencies. 852 hertz. This is the intuition frequency. This frequency is associated with the third eye chakra. This enhances perception and intuition. This frequency gives you a better idea of what's happening around you. This is a connector. This is a grounder. This particular frequency allows you to become one with energy, become one with nature, to become one with creation. 852 hertz, the intuition frequency. Go ahead and try that one. 963 hertz. This is the master of all of the solfeggio frequencies. This one is called the frequency of the universe. This one is associated with the crown chakra. This particular frequency can be used when you're trying to get deep into prayer, when you're trying to get deep into meditation, when you're trying to fully understand everything around you, or when you just want to tune everything out. It's the frequency of the universe. It is what is believed the frequency that the universe vibrates on. It's the highest of all frequencies. When you want to get deep into a meditative state, 963 hertz on the solfeggio frequency is at the top of the list. So those are the solfeggio frequencies. You know, there's so much about solfeggio frequencies that aren't really known. So much about this modality that we wish we could have a better concept of, a better answer. How did they come across these frequencies? How did they get named that? Well, there's information out there, but there's contradictory information out there. But what we do know is that through generations of time, generations of practitioners, we know that these specific frequencies have great, great value. In my practice, I have 528 hertz of the solfeggio frequencies playing in my room. When I play those in the room constantly, it changes the frequency of the room. This is the treatment room. It changes the vibration of that room. It changes the energy of the room so that when that frequency is being played in that room 24 hours a day, the frequency of that room can be felt when you walk into it. Sometimes I'll do that in my office. I'll have specific solfeggio frequencies playing in my office in order to deal with a specific situation or an emotional state or to help a client who might be walking in. Prior to Solex, of course, I used solfeggio frequencies as sound, but I also had solfeggio frequency tuning forks. And sometimes if a client had a swollen muscle or a sprained ankle, I use a 174 hertz and I'd take the tuning fork, I would tap it, the tuning fork would then resonate at 174 hertz, and I would put the tuning fork on the spot of the pain. Now that I have my AO transducers, I can play that particular frequency and I can put it on the source of the pain. I can also take the tuners and I can play them and I can move them around the body of the person, around the head of the person, so that the frequency is resonating from these tuning forks, these digital tuning forks, directly into the energy field of the person. These tuning forks have absolutely changed the game because I now no longer need them all laid out. All of them are in your scanner. And I suggest that you go into your scanner and start experimenting with them today. Even if you don't have these transducers, if you have bone conducting headphones, you can utilize those in order to bring that particular frequency in the body. If you don't have either, just play the sound near the person. When the brain or the eardrum gives the frequency of the sound to the brain knows exactly what to do with each one of these frequencies. You can find these frequencies in your scanner. Just click on the Cephes tab. Then head on over to AOTune and click on Solfeggio frequencies. There is a whole new world waiting for you if you've not experimented with Solfeggio frequencies. Go ahead, experiment, and get back to us and let us know how this worked out for you.
Hi, I'm Stacy Ellie, and I'm a Platinum Leader with Solex AOScan. And I am just super pumped to be here. And I'm going to talk with you a little bit about just when I started with the AOScan. So I started using it in 2020. And the biggest thing is with me being a registered nurse, I was not familiar with frequencies at all. And so when we talk about confidence, I needed to gain confidence in using the technology. And so one of the things that I did is I needed to put it to the test. And so I had friends that would talk about having a headache or different things like that on social media. And I would be messaging them and going, hey, I got this cool technology. I have no idea what it does, but let's see if we can try it for that. And so the more that I used it, the more I gained confidence in its abilities and what it could do and the information that it could provide for me. When we talk about confidence, though, in general, when I work with my teams, the biggest thing that we work on is our subconscious beliefs. And so our beliefs literally dictate our lives, and it dictates our thoughts. It dictates our emotions, okay? So if you want to be confident, start thinking about where am I not confident in my life? And so with my team, what I do is we sit there and deep dive into self-awareness. And it's very, very easy because what we don't realize is our stinking thinking, it tells us exactly what we believe on a subconscious level about ourselves. So if I don't believe I'm confident, all you can do is just put your hand over your heart space and just ask, why am I not confident? And what are the thoughts that are coming in? For me, it's, I just can't seem to do it like those people. So that might be actually a subconscious belief. And what you can do is you can take that, take out a piece of paper, flip that, and switch that programming, and then put it into your mind sync. And so when you ask those questions of why am I not confident? Or why am I not confident in my Solex business? Is it because people don't get me? Oh, if I believe that people aren't going to get me, then you need to switch that programming. And if you keep asking yourself why, so why do I believe that people won't get me? Maybe it's because in my thoughts, is it I'm just not good enough, or I'm not great enough, or I'm not smart enough. All of those reasons are the beliefs that are anchoring in the fact that you don't have that confidence. And so when you continuously ask why, you're going to get to the deeper root of why you're wanting to be more confident or how you can be more confident. And when you flip those beliefs and put them into affirmations and put them into mind sync. And then you need to actually record it and send it to yourself because you need to listen to that on repeat. I always recommend with our team, if you are really wanting to change that subconscious programming, make sure to listen to it twice a day, in the morning as soon as you wake up and right before you go to bed, because that's when your brain is closest to that hypnotic state where you can change that programming. And so when I muscle test this, as far as with MindSync, you need to listen to it, at least for myself, 7 days, morning and night, to actually change that subconscious programming. When you start using that, that is going to help you with confidence. That's going to help you with anything, whether it's your Solex business, whether it's your life, or anything. And when you couple that with inner voice, you have the most amazing tools right there with you that can help change everything for you. Those two are my favorite programs. Love Solex, love everything that we do, and I am so blessed to be here.
All right, everyone, we are going to bookend this call with just me. Sorry, it's what we got right now at the moment. And so we're going to have a great time announcing this last little bit of the call. And that has to do with something that Darryl Roberts talked about. He talked about AO Tune as a part of what he shared with you tonight. AO Tune is a great product. It is a great helpful focusing aid for frequencies. But what we want to do is ask you to comment on this call, not in the live chat, after the call's over. Comment. We want to learn how to better use AO Tune. What is it for? When do I use it? So comment on the call, where would you use AO Tune? How would you, under what circumstances is it best to use AO Tune versus something else? Teach us, share with us what you've learned. Maybe get really creative with that so that we can explore new ways of approaching the benefits of using AO Tune and frequencies targeted in such a, and I'll just leave it there, in such a way so that the rest of us can get better benefit from those frequencies. So comment on the call, how would you best use AO Tune? As far as what circumstances would you use AO Tune in? And next week, guess what we're gonna give away? We're gonna give away to 3 people the AO Tune. How about that? Okay, see you next week. From now until the end of the month.
And they would put it on the part of the body that bets, I'm gonna get this.